Good morning, students. Today we're going to learn the chapter 2 decision making. So, I'm sure you've heard this, right? A good or bad decision taken can change a life completely, or in a good or a bad way, of course. So, decision making is a unique quality that a person have, a decisive quality. Actually, it's a leadership quality as well. So, person who has a constant decisive quality is well known in creativity, in reaction, and reacting in a right way, and who has the knowledge of good and bad with his experiences, of course. So, decision making this chapter will not be that difficult because it's something that's so easy, right? Which we do in our day to day life. Because decision making has universal applicability. We take decisions every now and then, right? Today you have taken a decision to attend this lecture. Today you have taken the decision to watch the video and learn from it. Or you have taken the decision of not watching the video. So it's based on choice, it's based on decision. Whatever we can say to people, if we give them choices, it's their decision, right? After all, you cannot force anyone. After all, you cannot tell anyone what to do. It is up individual to individual, and the decisions, matters. So and similarly, students, in an organization as well, it's a universal applicability of taking decisions. Okay, and the right decision can boom sales, or it can actually go to losses. So the decision making is very important and crucial step in every organization. So in organization, decisions are being taken about expansion, modernization, and building up a new product line or coming up with a new product. Okay, so decision the scope of decision making is not limited only to managers organization, but to any person. It's to any person, like for you, for a student, for a teacher, for a doctor, for anyone. The decisions that they take in their life or in purpose of business or work is is actually a choice that they take, or priorities that they have, is termed as decision making. Okay, so today you have taken the decision of attending this lecture and watching the video. You have taken a choice, you have done a decision. That is known as decision making. So the success and failure in life depends on whether we have made right choices from the available alternatives. So students, we have a lot of alternatives, right? Today we have a lot of alternatives, and we decide, or what we choose. We choose what we want to do. Okay, so that is decision making. So let me just give you example. You were at 12th standard. Okay, you were at 12th standard, and you had a lot of paths in front of you. You had like commerce stream. You had, if you want to study further, you had like commerce stream, art stream, science stream, and then there are so many factors inside that, right? So you have taken a decision to join BCom, right? Then once you have decided to take BCom, then you had so many colleges, and then you decided Dempo College. So that is a decision that you take. Okay, but then it is thorough decision making that they search various alternatives and make right choice. So it you have done a thorough research of all the various alternatives that has been available in the market, and then you have made the right choice for your own career. So similarly, students, in an organization as well, they have a lot of alternatives. When then they choose from one of the alternative. So, any action taken in the organization has various option alternatives. A manager cannot make a choice of the alternatives based on the first come, first serve basis. You know, therefore, manager needs to study the problem. They have to study what kind of problems or whatever opportunities they have to go through it. They have to do a little bit research, and based on that, develop different kinds of alternatives, that whatever alternatives I have, and then evaluate the alternatives, and helps in making a choice which ultimately involves evolves as a decision. Okay, so first, if there's a problem, a manager will study the problem, or if there's an opportunity, the manager will study the opportunity. Then with regards to that opportunity or problem, he will develop a various alternatives which are available, and then evaluating the alternatives and choosing the best alternatives is termed as decision making. So the choices which have been made in an organization are basically, like I told you, if a company wants to expand, if a company wants to start up a new product line, also like like if there is a cost, they want to cut down the cost, or they want to make it more cost effective, then the decisions have been taken about how much time they can save. Different types of resources, there are materials or raw materials that is available in the market. Okay, and how to get higher returns, and how to increase the sales, how to do marketing, how to reach to the target audience, and how to actually sell them the product. So these are all kinds of decision. Again, there are various there are types of decisions which are being classified, which we're going to do in the next video. So manager has to take decisions, round the clock. It's like every now and then. It's like timely manner, situational based. Of course, every day has new problems and new opportunities, and reacting as per the situation is also a managerial job. So either the decisions may be short term or long term. So students, in this chapter 2, decision making, you also have in this video that you're going to learn is meaning, features and types of managerial decision. Types we'll be covering in the next video. So decision making, students, is a course of action which is consciously chosen for achieving desired results, right? It's a course of action. It starts from thinking, analyzing, evaluating, and then finally when you have alternatives, you guess which kind of alternative, or you do research about the alternative, and then when you choose the alternative, that is decision. It's a course of action. It does not like you have a choice and I have to do it right in there. It's not like that in a business. Okay, so a decision making in a business is a course of action. It is goal oriented. It goes on and on. So the efficiency of a management depends upon the correctness of decisions taken from time to time. So a management is said to be efficient and effective, and prosperity they will have if only decisions are being taken from a time to time manner, in a timely manner, and the right decisions. Okay, right decisions will have a business, will help a business to prosper, and will help a business to go for a long run. Okay, so it's rightly said that a decision is a selection. A decision is a choice. Student, decision is a selection between two or more alternatives. And decision making is an essential part, students, of a modern management. So a manager's job is sound and rational, if only he takes correct decisions. Okay, so decisions are important as they determine both managerial and organizational actions. Okay, so that was about decision making. You can write an introduction. You can give certain examples which I've mentioned in this video, like taking decisions about different activities in the organization, like to build up sales, to target audiences, your correct audiences, and then how to segment the market, how to capture the market. It could be how to do marketing. So decisions are like varied. It could be from tip to dawn. Okay, so there are different kinds of decisions taken in organizations. Search about it and write examples. Okay, if there is introduction to decision making question. So remember this, that decision making is a course of action and is not just one step. Okay, it's a lot of steps that helps us finally to take the right decision. So there is a small piece of advice to you all as well in your life. Whenever you have opportunities, even if you go to a job and they offer you the job, do not take the decision right there and there. You have to think, you have to evaluate, you have to understand, and then you have to choose the right decision. Okay, so let us now move to the features of decision making. So the first feature is decision making implies choice, right? So if simple meaning of it is, students, if you're taking a decision, there are two choices. Okay, so decision making implies choice. It is a choosing. It is basically choosing from among two or more alternative course of action. Thus it is a process of selection at one solution out of the set of alternatives. So it's very simple to understand this point. Okay, decision making implies choice. Why? Because in decision making we are choosing from many alternatives, that we're choosing the best one. That is the feature of decision making. We're choosing. Okay, so first one, and decision making will be efficient only if you choose the right one. Okay, so you'll have different kinds of directions going left and right and there, here and there, but you have to choose the right one. So that is decision making. And as informed earlier, it is a continuous activity or process, right? And business is a dynamic process. It has a lot of activities going on there. Okay, so it decision making, when we take decision, it's not like one day job. It's like a lot of days of job, and which includes research, which includes a lot of activities. So students, you don't think that in a day we can take decisions. Of course prompt decisions should be taken, but with regards to decision making, you also have to do a lot of research. You have to understand, evaluate, and then think about it, if whether it will suit my business or not, and then take decisions. Okay. Third is intellectual activity. Students, decision making involves certain kind of, it involves, how can I say that? So a manager cannot work beating around the bush, right? So the combination of four factors like knowledge, skill, experience, and creativity makes decision. So making successful decisions in a business involves good decision making quality, okay, which a very few people have, right? For enhancing the skill, you have to analyze. If you have analytical skills, then you're good at decision making. So a manager in a business has to continuously update his or her knowledge about internal as well as external environment, which acts as a key of success. Okay, so it's an intellectual activity of taking decisions, okay, which involves a lot of work there. Fine, let us move to the fourth point. It's based on reliable information or facts. Okay, students, any decisions can we just take on a rumor? No, right? We have to have certain facts. We have to have certain information. So good decisions are always based on reliable information, and the quality of decision making at all levels of an organization can be improved with the support of effective and efficient marketing information system. So students, in an organization, we have this MIS software, which is known as marketing information system, okay, which have the data stored in there. Okay, so having reliable information and proper feedback, then only we take decisions. Okay, so decision, students, remember, in an organization, even in your life, in any person's life, okay, decision should be taken based on facts, based on the true facts, and which is reliable, which we can rely on. Take correct information and then take decision. So the last point is sixth point, that is a goal oriented process. So it aims, decision making aims at providing a solution to a given problem before a business enterprise. So of course, students, it is a goal oriented process, right? Because decision making is instrumental to achieve the goals of the organization. Okay, so students, when we take decision, it has to achieve the goal of the organization. What is the goal of the organization? Is it profit maximization? Is it sales maximization? Is it customer satisfaction? So basically, taking decisions also should be a goal oriented process. We have to achieve that goal, the target what business has set right in the beginning. So these were the features of decision making. In the textbook, there are plenty of decision making features. Go through all of that, and if you and find out examples. Very important. Okay, that's it for today's lecture. We're going to meet at 11:20 for another lecture, which we're going to discuss the types of decision making. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.